role will change, but I don't see an issue in terms of people in the retail business, especially the front end.
Right.
Because the last mile of the delivery, even around the world, is still all human beings. So this whole empathy is about two things. Customer centricity, again people, human beings.
Yes.
And people who are serving the customers,
Right.
again human beings. So to me, it's very, very important in all businesses, especially service business, to have empathy as part of your gene. Okay, it should not be said you empathize with so-and-so role. You empathize with so-and-so. No, you empathize with everybody who works around you, who has a mind which is clicking and a heart which is ticking.
The thing that stood out the most was even on a visiting card, designations in Shoppers Stop, everyone from the CEO to the bottom was a customer care associate and then your designation, right? And while, of course, very revolutionary at that time, but given in a country where social strata, designation, all this holds a lot of weight, how did you convince everyone to have it?
I said, what is the core work that we do as a retailer? And we said customer service. So how do we take care of customer service? We care for the customer. The next question I asked was, how different is his role to my role? What is my role? And we said customer care, because we are here. Retailer, whether the CEO, everybody has to care for the customer. Personally, if you ask me, as Indian, I would want the Indian consumers to be more empathetic towards the retail and service employees. If we can really create a culture to say, hats off to you.
Hello and welcome to an inquiry into empathy quotient by Vidya Damani. If you've ever asked yourself how you could be a more empathetic leader or even a person, then this podcast is for you. Today is a very special episode because we're going to be exploring empathy in the retail sector. As most of us know, that the service sector in India is one of the largest contributors to the GDP, and within the service sector, the retail sector is pretty much the backbone of the livelihoods of nearly 56 million people in India. Who better to tell us about the retail industry than our guest today, who is B.S. Nagesh. So some people call him the pioneer, some people call him a titan, some people call him the visionary of the retail sector of India, but he humbly calls himself the first employee of Shoppers Stop. In fact, some leaders build companies, very few build an entire industry, and rarely someone creates a movement of the people who are the very backbone of an industry. So welcome Nagesh, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you so much.
Yes, in fact, in 2004 when I had joined Shoppers Stop and you were the CEO, I had no idea that one day I'll be sitting here and doing a podcast with you.
For that matter, I also had no idea that you're going to invite me. So it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. In fact, when I started this subject about empathy in action, and I've been inviting guests that I've also had some personal interaction with, and I've seen them as leaders showing empathy in action. So there are various reasons which I will share, as we keep talking. But you, to me, was a living example that time. And even as a management trainee who had just started working, there were so many examples where I could see that you were really thinking of the person in the front line. And that actually is my first question to you, that, whether it was Shoppers Stop and now, of course, with TRRAIN, the person in the front line is very important to you. So what has shaped your thinking? What has shaped you as a leader?
So let me tell you a story about the management trainee program. Because you said you are a management trainee to start off with. So the first batch of management training which we started in the 1990s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we had the Rajiv Nayars of the world, the Rahul Viras of the world in the first 2-3 batches. So for 1 year, I insisted that as part of the program, they need to go and work in the toilets like a housekeeper, security like a security guard, every function inside the lift as a lift man the whole day. And after the first 10-15 days or maybe a month, they came back and said that when they go back and tell their parents that this is what they do, they said, "Ye MBA isliye padhaya hai kya?"
Correct.
And they said, "We will not like to do this." So my response to them was that you can quit and go. But none of them quit. And after a year, when they finished the program and they were graduating, I asked them saying, "Okay, tell me which was the best part of your program?" And all of them said this, because they understood the dignity of labor.
Yes.
They also understood that if you empathize with people who work around you, it makes a big difference.
Yes.
So to me, it is just not empathy for the people, just because they work with you or their subordinates or their colleagues. I mean, as human beings, we have to empathize with other human beings, irrespective of whatever the role that you're playing or whatever the status you have.
Yes.
And I think that is very, very critical. So for me, the journey, because it started with not knowing much about retail. Don't forget, when I started Shopper Stop as the first employee of the company, neither I had run a big retail box, nor I had any idea about fashion, okay, or retail. Because I came from an area where I used to run 100 stores plus or small stores for footwear.
Okay.
So when you start from an unknown area, then everything is unknown and you keep trying.
Right.
So the first few people I recruited who were sales associates, okay, later on we called them customer care associates.
Yes.
Okay, were the people who smiled the best. Because I thought if somebody can naturally smile, you don't have to train them. Otherwise, to train people to smile is impossible.
Yeah.
And that too, as customers, you expect people to come at 8 o'clock and smile, not realizing that you have come at 8, but somebody came at 8 in the morning.
Yes.
He or she has been whole day toiling, and at 8 o'clock you come and complain, I met this guy, he's not smiling. So smile became a very important part of it. So the whole organization was built by somebody like me or my colleagues who had no idea of retail. We only had this genuine and passion of saying, "Hum बहुत अच्छा service देंगे. Our customer service and experience will be the best." Don't forget, when we started Shopper Stop, the byline was Shopper Stop, the ultimate shopping experience.
Yes.
Okay, as we moved forward and we started delivering the best that we could do, because our mission statement was nothing but the best. After some time, when we started talking to the customers, they actually said, when we come here, we feel the experience. So we changed the byline from Shopper Stop, the ultimate shopping experience, to Shopper Stop, feel the experience while you shop. So this whole empathy is about two things. Customer centricity, again people, human beings.
Yes.
And people who are serving the customers,
right.
again human beings. So to me, it's very, very important in all businesses, especially service business, to have empathy as part of your gene. Okay, it should not be said you empathize with so-and-so role. You empathize with so-and-so. No, you empathize with everybody who works around you, who has a mind which is clicking and a heart which is ticking.
Yeah. That's a really, really refreshing thought today, which I think is not being practiced much. But I still want to dig into what has shaped your thinking even before Shopper Stop, right? Something must have shaped you in your childhood, or someone who you have been influenced by.
So, actually, the book I published called Serve last year. Okay, this is there as a part of the introduction and story, but I'll talk to you about a small portion of that. So, I was very influenced by the Army and Navy and Air Force people, especially the Air Force people who used to come to the club.
Right.
My father was working in the railways and in Gorakhpur. So we used to go to the club every day, and we used to see these Air Force guys in uniform. They should be so smart. Okay, any parties, the girls will be after them. Okay, and we always felt, yes. I said, I should also become like that. Air Force, Navy, Army, something like that. So I was very keen to serve the Army and serve the nation. So I did get an admit into Short Service Commission.
Oh,
Army.
Really?
Oh, yes. But being the only son, my mother started crying and howling and saying, no, there's no way you can go. So I didn't go. So somewhere inherently, service orientation was there. I don't know where it started. But I wanted to serve.
Right.
Then when I did my master's management from BHU, even in my summer course, I went and researched customer centricity in footwear retailing. Okay, and there again was customer service.
Right.
So for me, in my mind, I don't even know when. Customer and service are the two words which are part of my journey. And therefore, anything I do, even in TRRAIN when we started, for me, the end beneficiary or the customer is the most important.
Right.
So everything for me will start from the customer going back and never strategy going down.
The thing that stood out the most was even on a visiting card, designations in Shopper Stop. Everyone from the CEO to the bottom was a customer care associate and then your designation, right? And while, of course, very revolutionary at that time, but given in a country where social strata, designation, all this holds a lot of weight, How did you convince everyone to have it, and did they understand what you were trying to do at that time?
So Vidya, it didn't start off as I decided and then went and convinced.
Okay.
One of our best associate, best guy, he resigned.
Okay.
Because his father-in-law said he will not marry his daughter to him because he's a sales associate. Salesman hai.
Salesman.
Okay. So my thing was, just because he's called a salesman, okay, what happens to his credibility? What happens to his status? Okay, is designation all important? So we said, no, we have to do something about it. So we went, we huddled together. Bridgita was there, all of them were there. And I said, what is the core work that we do as a retailer? And we said customer service. So how do we take care of customer service? We care for the customers.
Yes.
So I said, why can't all of them be called customer care associate? Okay. We decided, so anything you do at the bottom level, you order, it happens. Nobody questions.
Right.
But the next question I asked was, how different is his role to my role? What is my role? And we said customer care, because we are here. Retailer, whether the CEO, everybody has to care for the customer. So I said, why can't we have our designation also as customer care associates? So it's a common designation with a function next.
Right.
So I am a customer care associate, you are a customer care associate, you manage the finance function, I manage the marketing function. That's the way we did it. It was not very difficult to bring in this change because all the leaders were aligned to this and discussion happened along with the leaders. It was not that I got a brainwave and suddenly said, hey guys, kal se sab customer care associate. No. So that also was a beauty of the beginning of Shoppers because almost every value, everything we did came from the leadership team, which was very aligned. I think all of us, because none of us came from a baggage of retail or fashion.
Right.
All of us came from the whole fact that I don't know. मुझे पता नहीं है. So when किसी को नहीं पता है ना, तो everybody wants to understand.
Yeah.
So this I don't know is a very fabulous thing for the leader. Because the moment you say I don't know, you're going to ask. If you're going to ask, which means you become the learning mode, then somebody else who knows will come into teaching mode. It's a beautiful way of growing because it's also a part of taking feedback. Because मुझे नहीं पता, बताओ मैं क्या हूँ. Okay, I think that's what led to. So then customer care associate. I don't know what came into our mind. We got this whole designation registered.
Okay.
So from then to now, there is no other company which has a common designation called customer care associate.
Absolutely.
So it started with the issue, an incident, led to soul searching, and then got into this designation. But what it did was, Vidya, when we were on the floor, if you are the marketing manager, I am the CEO, and I'm on the floor, a customer comes, you can't say, वो कस्टमर केयर एसोसिएट है, मैं सीईओ हूँ, अरे मैं भी कस्टमर केयर एसोसिएट हूँ, तो आई ऑल्सो हैव टू सर्व यू. So we equalized the function all across. That was the beauty. It really brought in a lot of bonhomie. It really gave a level playing understanding for everybody. I'm also a customer care associate. I'll be customer care associate. I think that was, in hindsight, if you look at it, I think it was a fabulous decision.
Yeah, really. And I think because the designation holds so much weight, it makes you realize, like you said, that the core function of everyone is to serve the customer.
Yeah. So I mean, even today when I was talking to a bunch of entrepreneurs, I keep saying that if your purpose is clear and you're aligned to the purpose and your whole team is aligned to the same purpose, then you have no issues.
Right.
And like I mentioned to you earlier, the purpose is very, very clear that we want to be a customer-centric organization. Okay, we'll build the brand out of experience and we'll not fall anything short of nothing but the best. I think that these three words actually has built Shoppers in whichever way it is.
Really. Yes. And you know, because I feel like one thing is to create a business, but you created an entire industry, you and the team, the pioneering team, it really did. And what comes to mind is some other things also, which now I think back as management trainee, which felt so unique. After, I think it was 4 o'clock, nobody, no matter being the store manager or, you know, whoever store floor manager, everyone had to be in the front line, right? I remember weekends, we all had to wear uniforms. And that's what you're saying, that, you know, when a customer comes and there is so much of a crowd, then everyone is, you know, equally
I mean,
serving
the
the
moment you're
customer.
wearing a jacket, the customer thinks you're manager hai. The moment you're manager hai, okay, there's a challenge.
Right.
when you're wearing the same uniform, you are doing the function. Okay, and you're not talking of your designation. So that made a big difference. And secondly, agar if the work is about customer and you are a retailer, where is the question of you not being on the floor?
Yes.
Okay, it's unfortunate that as we have grown and organizations are growing, and with the social media and the digital connect, people are getting distanced from the consumer because they are understanding consumer through digital means.
Yes.
So वो बात करके आपस में to talk to you, see your face, look at your emotions, look at your feelings when you're responding. Okay, that is gone. It gets masked when it comes to a third party.
Yes.
Or it comes through a digital means. So I think that's a very important part of business today, which should be there 100% of meeting the consumer, irrespective of what level you are.
Do you think over the years that has diluted a little bit, not just in Shoppers Stop but in all retail? Where do you think managers feel that no, I don't need to stand in the front line, and why should I wear a uniform?
I would not say it has got diluted.
Okay.
Based on the organization. I was shopping at Chroma Day for yesterday. And very clearly, all managers have to be on the floor after 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock.
Right.
So it does. And managers also wear uniform. I think it depends on the organization's philosophy.
Right.
Depends on what the organization wants to do with its customers. Okay. See, the moment you have this Lalaji, Babuji, okay, kind of a thinking, I am the owner. Okay, then there's a problem. In fact, I must tell you that I met owner long time back. Okay, and somebody had asked me, can you go meet up with him and help him in developing? He's a new startup, but from a very rich family. So after telling everything, he says, I don't understand this. He says, I'm the owner. I will say what I want to say and they have to listen because they're my employees and I pay them salary. Now, those days are gone. Today,
Absolutely.
If somebody says like this, it's a thank you, bye-bye, I'm going.
Yeah.
And ownership is by share. Okay, it is not by brand. Because if you're brand, you are the only owner, anyhow, God help the company. Every person in the business has to own the brand.
Right.
The shareholding ownership may be with you 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is important. For example, till the time we went public, Shoppers Stop 2005, everybody thought I'm the owner.
Yeah.
It's only in public they realized that no, it's part of the Raheja group.
Right.
So ownership is never by shareholding. Ownership is ownership of customers, processes, brand, people. It's total ownership.
Right.
Like the way a housewife or a homemaker owns the home.
Yes. Very good analogy. That really brings it alive. So, the other question I have is about managing oneself. So, of course, in fact, I heard in one of your podcasts that you were given 60 days from the time you were brought on board to open the first store, right?
90 days.
90 days.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that cannot be easy. Plus, like you said, without knowing how to even go about it, to get a team together, to get everything together. So how have you handled your moments of frustration and, not knowing or anxiety? What do you do? Because the way I have seen you, you always have a smile on your face and you always look calm.
So Vidya, when you don't know, like I mentioned, you don't even know whether you can do it in 90 days or not do it.
Okay.
So when Mr. Raheja said, I want the store to be opened in 90 days, I said yes. मुझे पता ही नहीं था कि 90 days में नहीं हो सकता है और 90 days में हो सकता है.
Right.
Both, whether you can do it in 90 days or not do it, because we had no baggage, we had no experience. See, the moment you have experience and baggage, you come from industry, then you'll give, no, we can't do it in 90 days because in that place it took 120 days.
Correct.
We don't have a reference. Okay. I was the first employee and the only employee when he gave me this 90 days. So it was very easy. And post that, I think till 1995-96, we did not have many people who came from retail background. Even when we opened Bangalore, Ajit joined, he came from hotel.
Okay.
So we didn't have
Ajit
people
Joshi,
from retail. Yeah,
Mr.
we didn't have
Joshi.
people from retail. We didn't have people from fashion. And we were able to pull it off because हमको पता ही नहीं था क्या नहीं कर सकते. We could do anything. If somebody says, somebody challenged me in the Thai festival and said, "Arey, what's very small range? You should have big range." We had created a Thai festival of 10,000 Thais and sold it.
Right.
So that is, I think, the critical part of it. And when you say happy, because I enjoyed what I'm doing, I enjoyed what I was doing there. I enjoyed every moment of creating Shoppers. And we've had multiple challenges then. We have multiple challenges today, yesterday. But the fact is that challenges are there for you to solve. Otherwise, why do you need? You are not needed, no?
Yeah.
If you are the CEO of the business, you have to solve it. Happiness, calmness is because You have to look towards solution.
Hmm.
If you keep brooding on the problem, nothing can happen.
Right.
And that's been my basic nature. Any problem, I want to see what the solution is. Because the problem has happened. You can't reverse the problem.
Right. Can you tell us a little bit about what made you decide, you achieved all that, Shoppers Stop was doing very well, and at 50, you made the decision and said, okay, now I'm going to take a step away and start TRRAIN. So what was that journey?
So Vidya, I don't know what happened, but somewhere around the age of 45, it just triggered me. And I think the trigger happened because my father was staying with me in Mumbai. He had come and he had met with an accident.
Okay.
And he was recuperating at our house. And it was a very serious accident. A truck ran over one of his legs. Okay. So, two things. I went to see him in the hospital. He was lying down with his one leg tied up like this. Okay, so I went and said, what happened? What are you doing? How are you? He says, I'm first class. I said, your one leg is hanging and you are saying first class. He said, yeah, look at my other leg, how good it is.
Wow,
okay,
that's
so that
so
was
inspiring.
The first thing. The second, when he was there with us in Mumbai, opposite us there is a big park. Okay, so he saw people were laughing. So he went and met them and said what it is. And that time he was in his 70s. Okay. And they said, no, this is a laughter club we have. So he asked, what is laughter club? And they said, no, mister, there's a Madan Kataria who does. Okay. So he went to Madan Kataria's house and he met him and he says, I want to start this in Bangalore. So he went back to Bangalore and started a club called Romeo.
Oh, really? Okay.
It was retired officers meeting and eating out.
Lovely.
They'll meet, okay, laugh, and after that they'll go to MTR and have a cup of coffee.
Okay.
Okay. And by the time he passed away, I think Karnataka had some 500 or 1,000 clubs without spending a rupee. It was just simple to say, this is what I need to do. So I think that influenced me. He never told me anything about it. So I told the board that I'll step out at the age of 50 because I thought the next 20-30 years of my life I'll spend in giving back. Because whatever I am today is what retail has done for me. Okay. So is there a way I can give back? And I wanted to work more on the front end.
Right.
Because when we surveyed, we found that people like you and me who have grown, okay, are doing extremely well in life. So from the first 13 employees, I was able to track 3 of them who were still associates.
Okay.
Okay. So in 21 years, from 1991 to 2011, okay, their salary had not even beaten inflation. That time they were in their 20s. Today they were in their 40s. That time they were bachelors and today they are a family.
Right.
So just imagine if your compensation doesn't beat inflation. How do you live? But we still ask them to be happy. We still ask them to give service. We still ask them to service and smile. So I was saying, can we do something about it? It's a huge industry. 56 million people work. So even if I do everything,
56 million people in India.
Work in retail.
In the
globally,
front line.
Yeah, in retail, total.
In retail.
90% will be, 95% will be front
line.
Okay, globally it is almost 700-800 million people work in
Wow.
retail. Retail is the largest industry globally. So I said, let me do something to bring cheer. And even if I succeed in life, I will not be able to make an impact of even 1%. 1% impact nahi hoga. But the question is, I can't give back because get back saying 1% nahi hoga.
Today, can you tell me about TRRAIN, the trust? How many, what exactly does it do for someone who's not probably heard about it?
2 things I did. One is I met an ex-colleague of mine, Amisha. She started her career as a sales girl, young girl, 19 or 20.
Okay.
In Shoppers Stop, even before we had customer care associate designation. Extremely well in life. She became the non-food head for Tesco International.
Oh, wow.
And I know them as a family, so speaking to them, and I said I want to move and start this, and she jumped the gun and said I'll also join. So she joined as a CEO, and today she's also my co-founder for TRRAIN.
Oh, fantastic.
So we met the associates, and 4 statements caught us.
Okay.
It was a long drawn research. 4 statements. First was said, we don't even tell in the society that we work for retail. There's no pride in this working for retail. The front end. Second, they said we are not educated, therefore we don't get respect. 90% of people who work in retail are 10th pass, 12th pass, 12th fail.
Yes.
The third they said is, this was a dukandar who told me, a kirana guy. He said, हम society के लिए काम करते हैं, society हमको अपना नहीं मानती. Okay. And it is true. If you look at what happened in COVID in this country, probably one of the only countries there's no riot, no shortage of food. We were sitting inside our house and somebody would drop food from the very small window that we had in our house. We won't even come back.
Yeah.
Come out.
Right.
But there was a human being who used to come inside.
Yes.
And these were the kiranas who get up at 4 o'clock, go collect material from the distributors, come and serve you for the government window of the 4 hours or 5 hours that we had.
Right.
So our retail ecosystem is a very important part of our society. But how much do we respect this ecosystem? Okay, so the third word which came to our mind was inclusion. So pride, respect, inclusion. Fourth statement came was we're not educated. Nobody helps us. So how will we grow? पढ़े लिखे नहीं है, कोई पढ़ाता नहीं है, तो आगे कैसे बढ़ेंगे? So we picked up 4 words: pride, respect, inclusion, and development. And we have worked on this subject for the last 14 years. For pride, we created a day called Retail Employees Day. Okay, that day has become very big.
Yes. Okay,
last year's estimate is about 20 odd million people would have got impacted directly, indirectly in 35 countries.
Okay.
So that's gone global. Retail employees.
When you say 35, so this has gone global. The
Retail Employees Day has gone global.
And what happens on that day? Like, how do you celebrate it?
Every company decides how they want to celebrate.
Okay.
I mean, there could be a title which actually gives a certain amount to every store and asks them to celebrate the way you want. But this happens before the store opens and after the store closes. We don't disturb the store hours. Yeah?
Right.
Or there's somebody who send a biryani to everybody, or there's somebody, private companies, individuals, the owner will get food from his house, sit along with his people. They will have dance, drama, they'll make the seniors. I mean, anything which can make them happy.
Right.
Okay, so especially I loved it because some of the European stores have taken it up. Selfridges. Okay, these are companies which have been there for years.
Yes.
Okay, and we are so happy and proud that they have picked it up from us. And they have celebrated the day and they're very happy with what has happened. So that's the Retail Employees Day on pride. On respect, we created an award to recognize customer service.
Right.
That also has gone global.
Okay.
The department store industry worldwide selects the best associates every alternate year. Yeah, 6 associates. We've had this in Rome, then we had in Toronto, then we had in Tokyo, then Dubai, and London, and last year we had it in Seoul, South Korea.
Okay.
So in India, we anyhow have that award and a large... For inclusion, it was a tough one for us. Okay, so we said, what can we do to make the industry more inclusive?
Right.
So we realized that India has close to about 26 million persons with disability.
Right, that is true.
And retail didn't have even 1% or 0.25%, or 0.1%. So we said, if we are able to bring this into the retail industry, if retail starts employing persons with disability and they are visible because they're on the front end, the customer will start appreciating the retailer. Apart from the brand, they will also see कि यार ये दुकानदार inclusive है. You know, they also hire people with disability, deaf, all those things. So 2011 we started with about 22 youth. Okay, where we skilled them and got them jobs. We have been very lucky and fortunate. Last year we did about 8,500 youth. So cumulatively we have skilled more than 45,000 youth.
You know, Cafe Coffee Day comes across as one that used
Costa
to
Coffee,
have...
Cafe Coffee Day, KFC, these were the early. But today Vishal Mega Mart, Reliance, Shoppers, Lifestyle, everywhere we are. We ourselves have skilled 40,000 plus. Okay, and a lot of other NGOs have skilled. So I think it's still not 0.1%, but it is making a difference.
It's making a difference. If we can shift gear to the other side, right? Like, so this is from the customer care associate's perspective. What about the one who's has to engage and motivate them? So in fact, even from what I remember, on the shop floor, you'll have at least 60, 70. So one, of course, basic, you have to remember everyone's names. They are people who are, you know, like you said, 10 standard, and this, for a lot of them, it's a stopgap job. So even if you try to say this is the culture and, you know, motivate them, engage them, doesn't really work. They are there for the quick buck, you know, of course, and they're young and restless. So how do you keep them motivated? Because I think a lot of people who are in retail, banking, hospitality really face this challenge.
So Vidya, I think the first thing is the purpose of the organization has to be aligned with the purpose of the individual.
Purpose of the organization should be aligned with the purpose of the individual.
So let me take the example of Decathlon.
Okay.
Okay, the reason I'm saying is there's a particular. So Decathlon is in the business of sports.
Yes.
I don't know what their byline is. Okay, but probably they want to encourage people to be outdoor, sporty, so that they are healthy and therefore they are happy.
Yes.
I'm assuming all these things. Okay, but we went to Kailash Mansarovar. Okay, about 12-13 years back. That was our first mountain trip, and so we went to Decathlon and we said we want to go here. He said, please come with me. In half an hour, he gave us everything that is required for Kailash Mansarovar. Okay,
That associate was able
that
to.
associate. Okay, cut the story. Come back about 3 years back. My wife wanted to buy something with yoga. She went to the yoga section, and that girl there, I mean, absolutely no questions asked. She was able to give her everything. So we asked her, how do you know this? She said, I'm a yoga teacher. She said, morning between 7 and 10 I teach yoga, and 11 o'clock I come and work here. That kid who had given us, he said, I love trekking. So the organization is very clear that we hire people who are aligned to what they're doing, and they are given time. So if you're a trekker, if you want to take holiday to trek, you're okay.
Right.
So in every section they had people. I don't know now, I haven't been there for long. So firstly, you have to be aligned. So for example, if you go to Tanishq, apart from the fact it's a Tata brand and whatever, these are women who love jewelry for themselves. So if you look at that, they love to be multiple reasons. One is a great brand. Secondly, it's well known. They pay well. But that's not the reason. The reason is they love jewelry as a article.
Nice.
So when they show the jewelry to the customers, they enjoy it. If you go to Shopper Stop now, they have something called a personal shopper.
Yes.
Okay, this is something we started about 10-11 years back. It's become very big. I'm told 18-20% of the business comes out of personal shoppers business. Now these are people who are highly motivated because they are helping you look better. And I was talking to somebody and said, why are you leaving? He said, I'm getting 500 rupees more. So
500 rupees more?
500 rupees more.
Okay.
So he said, yes. But he said, you know what? My salary is 13,000. 500 rupees is more than 5%.
Yeah.
It's around 5%.
Yes.
So I said, to me, it's a big amount.
Yes.
So we should not grudge the fact that they are leaving for 500 because money at that level is very important.
It's very important.
I mean, these are kids, if you're living in Mumbai. I mean, a household requires 45 to 50,000 to live a below decent life. Or a decent
Very
life.
true. Yes.
So you have to provide. So I say it's very good. I mean, today after so many years, we're still talking Shopper Stop.
Yes,
You are a brand
look at me.
ambassador. Yeah? So even if people leave and go, if you had a wonderful time, you love the brand, you are an ambassador wherever you're sitting. So I would never grudge a person who's leaving us in good spirit. If you have messed up something or he or she has messed up something, it's bad luck for both. But people leaving to make their career grow, I think it's important for us to say, boss, everybody should grow. If I can't provide you growth, I should not grudge you.
Oh, that is such a wonderful way of looking at it, because a lot of people grudge it, saying, we put hours of training and then to get a new person, train them all over again, somewhere your sales does get affected.
But
so
whoever is this person, you have to say that you're not hiring bonded labor.
Yeah.
Okay? You're getting an employee. And
That's
look at what happened. I'm so proud of so many of our ex-Shopper Stop people. They're managing directors, CEOs, directors of various companies, entrepreneurs like you.
Yeah.
I mean, is this brand which is going all over the world?
That's
I
true.
go to Dubai, go into a store, suddenly somebody says, sir, I used to work with you in
Yeah.
2000 something. So it's...
This burning question that everyone seems to have about the future and of course about AI, and the fact that AI is now taking jobs, and even something like a customer care associate, a lot of things are getting automated. So how do you think the future, like you said, did you say 59 million in India?
56 million.
56 million in India. So do you see that number reducing, or is there a threat because of AI?
See, as of today, there's no threat.
Okay.
In the next 10, 15, 20 years, I don't see a threat. Because don't forget that in India, the modern retail in food is not even 5-7%. Okay, modern retail in non-food has reached 15-20%, maybe footwear is 35%, fashion maybe 35%, but still a long way to go.
Right.
Okay? Number one. Number two is wherever there is competition coming in, it is moving the role. See the number of people who have gone into gig working for the Swiggies and the Zomatos and the Blinkits of the world and the Zeptos of the world. Maybe if they were not there, they would have worked in retail.
Right.
Okay. So I think in the next 10, 15, 20 years, I don't have worry about consumption. Which channel will work is more important. So today, if a brick and mortar is getting affected, maybe it's gone to e-commerce. And if e-commerce has got affected, because it must have gone to quick commerce. Yeah. So role will change, but I don't see an issue in terms of people in the retail business, especially the front end.
Right.
Because the last mile of the delivery, even around the world, is still all human beings. We have been talking about drones delivering and all, but they're far off. In India, you can't deliver with so many wires hanging all over the world. You can't deliver. Anyhow, so I don't think that will happen. But the consumer is changing. Okay, the way I shopped is very different from the way you shop.
Yeah.
And the way you shop is very different from maybe a 20s shopping.
Yes.
And the way 15 shop is just out of question, out of reach of how we can understand.
Right.
So if the channels are changing, the methods are changing, innovation is happening. It's happening at a cost, but there are enough people who want to fund that cost innovation. That's not an issue. Then naturally the behaviors will change. So to that extent, there will be impact. So for example, if you came into a store and you interacted with one salesperson, now there is somebody who comes into your house, shows the garment and waits for you to look at all the 5 and then takes 4 back. It's the same thing. Okay, but you're doing it at home. So some more time before robotics comes, AI actually has democratized. I was interacting with Mr. Nitin Prajpay, chairman of Hindustan Unilever,
Right.
and asked him the same question that you asked me, and he had a beautiful answer. He says, do you realize that AI has democratized that in the hands of every Indian or every person, they have the power of AI? So now intelligence cannot be the domain of rich, isn't it? I mean, what you can see on ChatGPT, Claude, anywhere is what anybody can see, no? So what is so big about you? So now you have to use this basic intelligence that all of us have and talk about saying what you can think more if you're so-called intelligent person.
Very true.
So I think it is going to, especially in India, bring in a lot of change. There will be disruption.
Just going back to the idea of management trainees also being on the shop floor, the list I can remember is, I remember my feet being swollen in like week 1. And I went home and I told my parents, I just can't do this. Every single holiday, be it a Sunday, Diwali, Christmas, I had to miss my closest friends' weddings. And I remember being in tears and going to the store manager and saying, I have to leave because there's a wedding. And he's like, no, I can't let you go because it's peak time. And one day you will thank me and you will understand that, you know, when you're working, there are sacrifices that have to be made. So I think I learned my biggest lessons, and of course, humility, being shouted at for something that you've not even done. You know, the customer will come. I remember this customer once, he shouted so loudly that my ear popped. But I had to just keep smiling and saying, I'm sorry, you know, we'll sort it out. And it really was the best lessons, was some of the best lessons.
Yeah, so if you look at the Retail Employees Day celebration, the reason we wanted to do that was Diwali, Christmas, Eid, New Year, the best day for the customer is the worst day for retail employees.
Yes.
So we said, हम लोगों की खुशी के लिए काम करते हैं, दिन मनाते हैं, तो why can't we have a day for ourselves?
Yes.
And it resonated with the retailers. It resonated. We don't even put a brand name.
Yeah.
So nobody knows who's the founder of Retail Employees Day. But everybody's adopted it.
Right.
And it is true. I mean, all of us, I don't know how many years I used to take off on Thursday. So Saturday, Sunday, we never went home, never met kids. Same thing, Diwali also. By the time you reach home, all kids have already finished their crackers and my kids are waiting for me to come and, burst crackers. We have gone through this. But this is the nature of service industry. If you're not willing to accept this, I don't think you should get into the service industry.
Right.
I mean, you at least used to go home at 10 o'clock. Look at the restaurants.
Yeah.
आज भी दुकान तो 10 बजे 11 बजे बंद होता है.
Yes.
But look at the restaurants, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I mean, you're staying in Vasai, working in South Mumbai, you reach home at 3 o'clock. Have a heart. So, to me, it's important that we keep talking of empathy, and empathy we keep talking about our people, our seniors, our juniors. But personally, if you ask me, as Indian, I would want the Indian consumers to be more empathetic towards the retail and service employees.
That is such an important thing.
If we can really create a culture to say, hats off to you. I'm being served. Today people are coming and delivering your home,
Yeah.
So have a heart.
Yes.
So if we can create, I mean, India, this Atithi Devo Bhava, and the whole service will go through a roof. If we all accept, the moment I get appreciation for what I do, I'll do a better job. Just now you said, getting shouted on it. So a lot of people shout, but how many appreciate?
Yeah.
So I think we have to learn to appreciate also. I mean, okay, shout, but if you like something, appreciate. Say thank you, do whatever.
In fact, I think that is a fantastic closing thought, that we should as a culture start appreciating, because what's happening is that especially I've seen this in when you go, the more expensive place you go to, the ruder people get, because the pinch that I'm paying so much, why is the food cold, why is this, but in all this we are not realizing that the person standing there is still a human being. He's also having a good day, bad day. The urban clap lady that comes with those massage beds are so heavy. I can see them dragging them on the road in this heat. So have we really treated them with giving some water, asking, are you okay?
But I think it's improving.
It is improving, right? Okay. So thank you so much. Thank you for your time. And it's been so wonderful talking to you. And I think there are so many messages that, a lot of the viewers can take away, and so many learnings. Thank you.
Thank you, Vidya, for inviting me.
Thank you for watching till the end, and I hope you've learned as much as I did from this wonderful conversation with B.S. Nagesh, a true titan and pioneer and visionary of the retail sector of India. And what I think I really learned is that what he, kind of created back then is still relevant today. If you have any suggestions of the next guest that I could call, or any suggestions on what the kind of questions I could ask, please put it in the comment box below. You can even write into me at empathyquotient@gmail.com, or you could just message me directly. Would love to hear from you, and if you like what you're watching, please do subscribe to the YouTube channel. And thank you. See you in the next episode.